3/4. So she's almost 5 feet. Anyway, but you can never tell because her smile is so big. She's like 6 feet tall. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to someone that's become a family member to me, Andrea Calhoun. Andrea, how are you?
Hi everyone, I'm good.
You are live on everywhere right now. You are live, and the fact that you're live, more importantly, you're alive. You know, I've been pushing you for years. You remember we met at the Victory Championships, the Ifbb Pro Show by QCB Promotions, Andres Miller, the promoter, and you won that show hands down. And I remember talking to you that day, and that was the day we met. I was hosting the show, and we talked, and I didn't really know anything about her. She looked like a perfect Barb. If Barbie had muscles, that was it. She was her everything from her color to her hair to her makeup to the bathing suit to everything. She was chiseled. She looked perfect for figure. She's the perfect specimen at that moment for figure competition. She had already qualified for the Olympia, and I met her that day. But what was really cool about it, God had kind of told me to kind of contact her, and we ended up talking, and she ended up coming down to Miami, and we hung out. We got to talk, and she told me her story. And you know, if you don't mind, Andrea, share a little bit about, you know, that experience with us.
So I've been through a lot. I really consider myself as super brave, a warrior, relentless, a lot of different type of strong words. And in 2009, I was raped. And then followed by that, I was in 2 domestic violence relationships. Really bad one, especially the last one that I was in. So, not healing from my rape, I think kind of countered into the domestic violence. Plus, I was raised in a domestic violence home. I didn't love myself after I was raped, of course. And I had slumped into a very dark, deep hole. I was in school, but I stopped going to school. And during those 3 to 6 months, I had gained a lot of weight. My emotions and how I was feeling turned to food and alcohol. I was not 21, but Andrea found liquor. And that's how I dealt with my emotions. But then I ended up being a borderline diabetic. I kept going in and out the hospital. Having very bad chest pains, and that was just the fat that was accumulating around my heart and stuff like that. So after like about 6, 7 months, maybe 8 months, I decided to get a trainer. I actually consider him as my big brother to this day. And he actually owns his gym now. After it's been
11 years, pretty much.
11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 years, and he's running a very successful gym, and he literally changed my life. And when I lost all my weight, that is what inspired me to be a trainer. So through that all, and through the domestic violence, I found purpose, and that was to change people's lives, because I seen what ICAT did for me in the process, and how I started to love myself again and be happy with me again. I went back to school. I ended up getting my bachelor's degree, just everything, and that stemmed from him helping me change my life. So after a year of training with him, I decided to get my personal training certification, and I became certified, and I've been a trainer for 10 years.
Amen. So stop right there. So because I want everyone to understand, you know, this is a short interview, so you're not getting, you know, the whole every detail. But you got to think about this. You're in college. You're on your own. She does have an amazing twin sister who I want to congratulate her because she just had a beautiful, beautiful baby. Her twin sister is also an IFBB pro. It's funny. One turned into bikini. The other one did figure. These are 2 categories in those organizations, by the way. One's bikini, one's figure. They're both amazing to get to that level. Both twins, so they look very much alike. But here's not the funny part, but the interesting part about it that I loved about Andrea's story is the fact that the gym is what saved her. And in terms, I mean, we know God saved her, but I'm saying the gym is what gave her choices to go join, to have a trainer and go through that. The fact is that I always looked at the gym as my sanctuary through going through cancer. It helped me battle everything else that I had to battle through cancer. It was the gym. It was working out. It was the one thing that I knew I needed, and it helped me physically to battle, right? The gym helped her physically battle in terms of the obesity and diabetes and heart and all these other things that could have happened to her, but it also helped her as a distraction to everything she had gone through mentally and spiritually. The first time I met Andrea, I was at the airport, and I went to give her a hug, and the first thing I remember was the way she reacted, because I didn't know that she suffered what she suffered. And at that moment, I figured out that, wow, she had gone through this, and she still has like someone in the army or someone PTSD and all these things. So we ended up talking, and Andrea, share a little bit about what, I know you have shared with the women at my conference, and you make fun of me all the time, and you tell people about, how much I bug you, but to this audience, what did you think of this guy, trying to get you to tell me your story?
I was very leery about it at first. When I met David at Victory Pro, he seemed super nice. He's an MC, and he seems like he's a motivational speaker from when I first met him. I was like, oh, he's cool. I didn't think nothing of it, but then something in me over time after the show, how he reached out to me, how we talked, something in me kept thinking that I should build some type of business or friendship relationship with David. And he kept reaching out to me, you should come, let me life coach you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, no. And I kept putting it up. I think I put it up for 3 or 4 months. And I was praying, and then God spoke to me. And then I finally booked my flight. I didn't have nobody's money at the time, but God provided for me to be able to come and do a life coaching
weekend.
Session.
We did a whole weekend.
I stayed for the weekend, and it was extremely life-changing. It was on a whole nother level, and I felt like I had a lot of breakthroughs that weekend. And yeah, I may have taken 2 to 3 years to listen to what we had talked about in 2016, but it's amazing how sometimes when certain people come into your life, how drastic they make that stamp on your life for you to change for the better. Yes, David gets on my nerves sometimes, but at the end of the day, David wants the best for every single person that is in his life. And sometimes I'll look at my phone when he calls, I'm like, oh my God, he's about to be super real with me, and I just don't want to hear it. So I'll just wait a couple hours, maybe a day to call him back. But at the end of the day, he has the biggest heart in the world.
Well, I always said that, I look at my life as such a blessing. I look at my life as another battling cancer 2 times is I'm living a bonus life. I've always said that for over 10 years now. I've said the same thing. And I feel like every day is my last. And I look at my day, and people like Andrea that know me really, she really knows me. Because she's really taken the time to get to know me. And she knows how I am. And it's because I don't know what tomorrow brings. I want to tell you today what I feel. I want to tell you today what I feel I'm supposed to share with you. And I also want you to know that I believe in you, that I support you. If you're in my life, man, it has to be by God's will, because she knows how many texts I get on a daily basis, how many phone calls I get. And there's only a few people I can only talk to in one day. And but Andrea is that consistent, because I believe in her mission. I believe that the rape and the abuse just revealed her purpose. I truly believe that she is meant to share this message with millions and millions of women, because she lived through it. The same way that I lived through cancer and I can share certain things with cancer survivors, this is the same thing I see in her. When I did my TED Talk and I shared that with Andrea, I told her, surviving your cancer is surviving her rape. And today I want you to think about this. What is your cancer? What is that one thing in your life that you've overcome, but you just forgot about it because you don't want to go through it? And Andrea knows that feeling, because she knows that going through that story is painful. Same thing with me. But I've always told her, I said, that story will reveal your dreams. It already revealed your purpose, but it will reveal your dreams. And the cool thing about Andrea is that you've seen me live my dreams. You've seen, you can actually witness. You've come to my women's conferences. You've seen everything I've shared with you. And I won't give up. You know, just like my nonprofit for children with cancer. When I met you, I didn't have a nonprofit. And I said, one day I will. Now, it took my father to pass away and my mom to push me and said, it's time for you to do it. So I'm pushing her to do her nonprofit, and she's working on it now. And I believe that she will one day have a wellness center. And that wellness center is not just about rape or domestic violence, it's about physical, spiritual, and mentally, helping women battle a lot of different issues. Because domestic violence, like she said, is not just about a man. It could be a woman, it could be a family, right? It could be from your own household, right?
Domestic violence normally starts in your childhood because you see it. I always tell people, like, your kids are watching, whether you want to realize it or not. They watch everything you do, and at first, for me, I thought domestic violence was normal. It was like a new normal for a relationship because I grew up in it. And God, I don't want to go into a whole bunch of details. Sure. We'll be on here forever, but
that's okay. You're gonna write your book, trust me. And people are gonna, and your Instagram, you share on your Instagram. You're sharing your story a lot more, and I love that about you because I see women reaching out to you. You remember what I told you? I started life coaching from being a trainer. I was a trainer for many, many years. After going through cancer, my first client was, she won, and I can't wait to have her on the show, she won Bikini Universe, Fitness Universe, Tri-Fit. Oh, she won all these shows, and I was training her, and she said, David, you weren't training her, you were coaching me. You were getting me through so many things in my life. And she was my first client, and that was 12, 13 years ago. And guess what? She's still in my life. I still coach her. I still help her out. Sometimes she'll call me and say, hey, train me because you're the only one I trust. And she's a professional trainer, celebrity trainer, just like you. She's an amazing, but I'm the only one she trusts because she knows me so well. And just like you, the women that you've trained are the ones that are now going to reach out to you and say, Andrea, can you help me through this? Can you help me through that? I don't understand. Why is it so difficult for me to you know what I'm saying? And you're doing that right now. People are reaching out to you and you're coaching them. That's what you're meant to do. And I'm just, listen, like I said, I'm the ruler, and then all you have to do is start copying it. But again, not my story, but yours, And I can't wait for you to keep sharing it because I want to witness you doing everything, but I also want to share your story. When you fully share it, then I get to share it. And that's what I want to do because I know that through your story, I'll be able to help other people. You know what I'm saying? So tell me a little bit about this season right now. Oh my God, everything is going not the way we want it, right? The gyms are closed. We don't have a gym to train. We don't have people to train at the gyms. You're here in Miami. It's not Texas anymore. What's going on in your mind? Like, what do you think about this season that we're going through as the world is going through?
I think it really takes a mindset and perspective. I would have to say that the last 6 months have been definitely life-changing for me. 2 states in 6 months, like, that's a lot.
Yeah, step in faith, you gotta jump.
So, it's taken me to have a different mindset on where I'm going, what I'm trying to do, and really stay focused and clear-headed. And I think that people really have to learn how to adapt. This has also taught me how to adapt quick. Like, it's not going to take 2 days to adapt. Like, you need to adapt right now. So what I would say to the world is, learn how to adapt and just keep moving forward. You can't adapt, get depressed, move back 6 steps, then move forward 1. You can't do that. You got to adapt, stay positive, move forward, and change. And that's all you can do.
Say that again? That was good. I'm sorry. Put you on the spot.
You gotta adapt.
Move forward. Move forward.
You gotta adapt, stay positive.
Stay positive.
And move forward.
Amen.
You can't go back, then move
Correct, because what happens when you go back is that everything changes. So then that means that it's not the same path. You know, when God has a purpose for your life, and it's not that you can't reach it, but sometimes it'll take you a few years. Well, here's what happens. The longer you wait to go after that one thing that's itching for you to do. You know, Andrea's been telling me, like, David, I want to, I just don't know how sometimes. Now she's figuring it out. It's happening. But here's the thing, the longer you wait, the harder it gets to get back there. Because now you have to take a different path, right? You know, it's like I always say, the road not taken is my favorite poem. It's the road that is not, you know, traveled as much as the one we have to take, which is usually the hardest, but we can get there quicker. So Andrea, one word about you. One of the things about this show I love is I ask my guests about one word. Now you used adapt, and that's good because that goes into this season. But what is one word that gets you up out of bed that you just like? Is that word that defines you, or it could be a few words, but give me one word for the public that defines, you know, Andrea sometimes, and this is what that you can share with people, and then you can share some wisdom from that. What's that one word?
Bravery.
Bravery.
And I say bravery because you have to be brave every single day you get out of bed. So when you have all these goals, you have to go to work. You have to, even if you're not having a good day, it takes bravery. If you want to go and buy a $600,000 house, that takes bravery. If you want to go open this multi-million-dollar business, that takes bravery. So I think every single person has goals, but it's going to take bravery, and it's going to take a mindset to take risk. So if you can get past the bravery part, then you can get past anything. I was brave.
You were.
Moving somewhere, no family, no friends, no nothing. I was brave. Then I moved again. And thankfully you're here. But still, because you know how I am, I love my family, I love my friends, and it took a lot for me to just, you know, move. And bravery is definitely something that I even reminded myself today in the midst of this season that I'm in. I've jumped 3 different seasons in the last 6 months, and now I'm in another season. Mm-hmm. But I keep reminding myself that, Andrea, you did this back in November, December. Now you can do, you most definitely, I feel like I can do anything now.
Amen.
I've done the unthinkable.
Amen.
In November and December, literally. Like, I've never heard of such a thing, and I did it. So I know that if I can get past that, and I can get past my rape, I can get past my domestic violence, and I can move 2 states, no friends, just like no nothing, then I can get past this new season that I'm in, because things were moving in the right direction.
Amen.
Like, I've been working on a lot of different things since we've been quarantined, a lot of different things. And then that new season hit a couple of days ago, and I'm like,
it's okay.
You know, Andrea, just keep it moving. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna pray about it, and I have to constantly remind myself, Andrea, you're brave. You got this. You got this. You got this. Because I know my 2 books,
come on,
are gonna be super valuable to whoever picks them up. I don't care if they even haven't been in domestic violence. That book is still going to speak to them on a different realm, because domestic violence is not just someone hitting you. It has something to do with you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's all that. Amen. So my books are going to bring value to anybody who's struggling with all of that.
Well,
so I'm going to keep pressing.
I cannot wait for those books. I promise, because I've been pushing you. So today you've been able to listen to Andrea Calhoun. Bravery is the word that she used. First thing that comes to mind is how brave she was to get up out of a floor after getting beaten up. Bravery enough to keep going on in life after being raped. Brave enough to be selfless. Andrea won't tell you, but she is the one person that her whole family always counts on, no matter what. At 4'11" 3/4, she stands very tall always. And for that, I do love her. She has become a friend and a family to me. And I pray that one day you get to read her story. You get to listen to her words. And as someone like me that believes in a second chance or a third chance and living a bonus life, I truly believe Andrea is living a bonus life. So as I get emotional thinking about her future and thinking about how many lives she's going to change, I leave you again with my motto: find hope, have faith, and live with purpose. And I hope today Andrea was able to do that for you. God bless you guys. Until next time, our life changer here at Life Changers for Life, the TV show. Take care.